So what exactly does a cinematic music video look like? I give a lot of tips on music videos and creative content on my Instagram. Make sure you follow my Instagram. But back to the question. To me, a cinematic music video starts with the beginning, which is how you shoot your music video. The things you think about, the things you capture, your whole idea of the music video walking in from the beginning will help you have an overall cinematic music video. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys an example of cinematic music videos and what a cinematic music video looks like to me. Let's do it. So first things first, a cinematic music video starts, in my opinion, with the camera and how you shoot your visual. You want to have B-roll, but you also want to have B-roll that expresses your environment. You want to have B-roll that tells a story. You want to walk into shooting a visual as in you are creating a mood or a vision or a feeling, I should say. So number one, it starts with the camera and how you shoot your video. You should have stabilized shots. You should have a diverse shot selection. You should have B-roll. You should have enough shots to where you can explain your story, your vision, your mood, and what you are getting across with that visual in order to get a cinematic look. So for starters, here's a few examples of, in my opinion, what are some of my cinematic music videos. I just went through a couple of drives, pulled a couple off the computer. Didn't necessarily look for anything specific because most of my work is cinematic to begin with. So I'll show part of my demo reel and I'll also show some examples of some cinematic music videos that I've shot in the past.
No one ever showed me the way, so I just made
So right here we have music video, Lake City Fresh and E Cruise, different accounts. Now what I mean by it starts with the camera, you see the way the video is shot. You know, all the shots are real crispy, they're clean, they're smooth, they're cinematic, there's slow-mos, there's B-roll, it tells a story. I knew the mood I was wanting to get across going into this music video. That way I can do what I can do. I can shoot how I need to shoot it in order to, you know, pull off the cinematic look and create a cinematic visual. Alright, so what's a cinematic music video to me? A cinematic music video to me isn't anything without a dope color grade. And by the way, count how many times I say cinematic in this music video. If you count how many times I say cinematic in this YouTube video, comment down below. Let me know how many times I said it. First one to comment the exact number of times that I say cinematic in this full YouTube video, I'll cash app you $20. Leave your cash app and I'm sending that $20. First person to do it. First person. Whoever gets to it first. A video is not cinematic to me if it does not have a dope color grade. When I say a dope color grade, a cinematic color grade, I mean the color grade has to pop or it has to match the mood of the visual, which overall creates cinematicness. So, as you can see, my color grade here, you know, it's real contrasty. Of course, with the lighting and everything, helps with that cinematic look. But I'll go through each of these videos and I'll just show my color, my grades, and things I might have added in post just to match that cinematic look. You got slow mos, you got blends, dissolves. You got well put together shots. Drone shots. Slow motion. For the sake of YouTube copyrights, I won't let too much music play, too much actual audio. But that's a stock shot.
Even when a large size winner, they fake it.
And you can see these color grades. You know, they have a movie feel to them, which is a cinematic music video. To me, this is what a cinematic music video looks like, and or visual, regardless. Dope color grades that match the setting of your visual and the mood you're getting across. Videos like this one and this one bring me to my next topic, which I want to speak on, which is lighting. Whether it's fixed lighting or natural lighting. Lighting, when it's set the right way, whether you catch it naturally or it's your own setup lighting that you put together for your shot, gives the video a whole new level of cinematic vibes. It just creates the cinematography all around. So for example, on this video, there's this shot right here that I happen to come across. This is one of those things that just happens naturally. Sometimes you catch the lighting naturally and perfect, and you got to get to it as soon as you catch it because, you know, the sun moves. So this shot here for this video, the sun was sitting perfect there on the side of the building, perfect. So that light, it gives a super that shot would be nowhere near the same if the sun wasn't beaming and I don't have those sun rays and everything. Like look at that shot. That screams cinematography. That is super cinematic. It's a whole vibe, a whole mood. All right, so you for sure have to have B-roll for a cinematic music video. You need B-roll that tells the story. You need B-roll that explains the environment, that expresses the environment. You need B-roll that expresses the mood, and you need B-roll that supports your overall vision. So in this music video here, it was on Labor Day. It was a cookout. He's speaking about his family and certain things in the song. We got drone shots. We got shots of the environment was going on slow-mo. His brother cooking food. We got nice slow-mo clean shots. I added some sun up here in this shot. I added a flare up in this area to just give more of that cinematic pop. Like I said, you know, the lighting creates cinematic vibes as well. And then the overall color grade, as you can see, just matches the mood. It's a summer day, summer evening, cookout, Labor Day, and the song is a real smooth song. A sample instrumental as well. So I knew I wanted to go for the cinematic vibes and kind of a film look or a grainy look. So I got certain shots where I have grain. And as you can see, the B-roll just supports the overall mood that I just explained. Family, cookout, summer day. You know, the B-roll, I added a bit of grain to that shot. I did some low shutter effects on here. Basketball court in the back. You just want to show what's going on. The B-roll explains what's going on outside of the performance shots and outside of what the artist may be speaking of in the song. So the B-roll is how you put together the whole vision. The performance shows the artist and what they're presenting. The B-roll ties everything together as far as the story, the environment that you are placing your viewer in. I always tell people, as far as B-roll, you always want to overshoot B-roll. You want enough B-roll. You want someone to be able to watch your visual and feel like they were there. That's how much B-roll you should have. That's what you should show. You should show enough B-roll to where you set the tone and the mood for the visual, and people can literally place themselves there, or they got a good idea of what's going on or what that area or what that scenery is like based off of the B-roll that you showed them, along with the performance scenes as well as the artist. So usually when people speak of a cinematic music video, they're usually saying it's either high quality or it's clean, which brings me to the next topic, and that is titles. Titles, a clean, sleek, not too much title, a very clean title adds a cinematic movie feel. If you ever notice when movies come on in the intro, the titles are usually very simple, but the way they're placed and the way they match what's going on in the video makes the video that much better, makes it super cinematic. So like the intro of this video here, we see I put the ADSB digital film, and the way I slide the titles in there is just perfect. It's just real smooth, it's natural. It fades in, fades out. And you can always, there's multiple different ways to do that. Moving titles, I use moving titles. Sometimes I go basic, fade in, fade out. You can put your titles in the middle. You can put them to the left, to the right. You can put them wherever they fit to where it keeps it clean. Sometimes I don't want to put the title directly in the middle because I feel like it's taken away from the shot. So sometimes I put it to the side somewhere, like I did on this shot right here, and it just keeps it clean to me and keeps it cinematic as well. Very simple, but clean, cinematic. Cinematic visuals aren't over the top. They're shot clean, they're shot correctly, they're color graded, and they're relaxed as far as the edit, which brings me into my next topic, is the way you would edit a cinematic music video. A cinematic music video, as you can see, I got clean cuts, I got fades, I got slow-mos, I got light flares, I got cross dissolves. And that's all you really need for a cinematic video as far as edit. As far as cinematic videos to me are the easiest to edit because you don't have to do nothing over the top. You keep it clean and you just make sure that the video just blends well throughout the entire video. That's really it. Because you want it to be cinematic. Cinematic is not over the top. Like, you don't want to take a video you plan to make cinematic and it has a bunch of effects and stuff throughout over. It just kills the quality. Cinematic visuals to me express the quality of the video. Like, when you watch a cinematic video, you get to actually see the quality of the visual versus maybe an upper tempo beat, or up tempo video, high energy, or just one of those videos where there's a bunch of effects everywhere. You don't actually never get a chance to really sit there and appreciate the quality of the music video because it has so many effects over it. But when it's clean, you can appreciate the quality of the camera and the video itself, which is always a plus in my opinion. Which is why the industry standard is cinematic, which is why they don't really use a bunch of effects and stuff like that, because they consider people throwing effects all over. They call that saving the music video. That means they feel like you put the effects there because you needed them. They feel like a well put together visual, well staged shots, well shot performances, well lit scenes don't need much editing because the shot will be that good itself that you do not need effects the video already looks clean, it looks dope, coming straight out of the camera with a nice color grade. Therefore, you really shouldn't need much effects thrown over it if you had it set correctly, and if it just looks good, you know, if it just naturally looks good, then there's no need for effects. Now, if you choose to still put effects over it, of course you can do that. There's a lane for that, but cinematic is clean, professional, good looking. It's a that. So I'll play my demo here for you guys. I'll play a few videos. I'll show some clips. And I think that'll just about wrap this one up. So yeah, that'll just about wrap this one up, man. Listen, this is my 5th YouTube video. I tried to start YouTube maybe 2 years ago. I made one video, never released a video. I overthought it. I didn't. I left it alone and never even tried to do another one or come back to it. So for me to be on my 5th YouTube video so far, it's a big deal to me, man. Anybody, whatever it is that you may or may not be wanting to do, just get to it. You can learn as you go. I like to be prepared. I like to know everything before I start, and that's not always the way to go, because instead of me saying being happy I'm on my 5th video, I could be saying I'm on my 50th or my 100th or whatever, depending on how many I was releasing. But that was 2 years ago. So we here now. This is the 5th video. I appreciate everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DSB_digital. I post tips there every day. I'm obviously going to continue to post tips here and give free game. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Peace.